Hello, boxing fans. Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming and also Glory Days Games. And one day away from the official release of Glory Days Boxing. So very excited for tomorrow. Really appreciate a lot of the interest we've received leading up to this release. So looking forward to getting this game out there, and hopefully it will be a game that brings a lot of enjoyment to you if you're a boxing fan. We're going to do tomorrow morning. We'll do a live release day broadcast, a special fight. One of the probably most iconic fights in the last just over 30 years, and that would be the famous or infamous ear bite fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield from 1997. So that will kick off our release day festivities tomorrow, and very interesting. You know, Tyson, when they fought, he definitely was not so much out of his prime in terms of age, but in terms of skill as a fighter, definitely outside of his prime. And it will be very interesting to see how they match up with both fighters rated basically at 100% efficiency, I guess you could say. You will notice Tyson has the closer trait, great finisher, which is +1 to opponent's will rating, +3 if tired. Holyfield, I was actually going to give him a special trait for this fight, the edible arrangements trait, which means any foul involving a rabbit punch becomes an ear bite, but decided against that, so we'll just let them go as is. And today we're going to do a special, very early preview of the lightweight set, which is going to be released at the end of the summer, early fall. And that set will again feature 100 of the greatest all-time lightweights. Will be available via both print and PDF. And a lot of great fighters in that set. I really debated on what set to do next, and I wanted to do something that wasn't necessarily out with some of the other boxing games on the market. So lightweight, check that box, and also check the box of a lot of potentially great historical matchups. So today we're going to feature a bout between the Macho Man Hector Camacho and the explosive Thin Man Alexis Arguello in what should be a very entertaining contest. Camacho, a slightly better boxer, especially from the outside, a definitely better defense than Arguello. And of course, Arguello has dynamite in that right hand, so we will see if Camacho can stand up to that over a 10-round bout, and should be a dandy. Before we get to that, I just want to give a few shout-outs to people who have really made an impact or assisted or been part of the release of Glory Days Boxing. First off, for beta testing, special thanks to my buddy across the pond, Alan Shaw, who actually took a beta set and ran a complete heavyweight tournament and gave a lot of great feedback as well as shared results. And of course, my good buddy Al, Red Sox fan, who has featured the beta version of Glory Days Boxing on his channel, has also been very instrumental in providing feedback and also getting exposure for the game out there. And both gentlemen, huge boxing fans with great knowledge of the sport. So appreciate the assistance from both of you in that regards. Also, a couple of shout outs on people who've contributed actually to getting me thinking about the game design and provided feedback that's resulted in enhancements or changes. First off, ID Jester, very early in the process, and check out his channel, by the way, has a lot of great stuff on there, as does Al, Red Sox fan, so give both of those guys a look. But ID Gesture, very early in the process, we were doing, in fact, the cards were even in a different format then, doing a very early beta fight on the channel, and he had some questions regarding how to decide who went first in a toe-to-toe matchup, and he presented feedback that he didn't think it should always be the better fighter. And I kind of took that away, gave it some thought, and his feedback led it directly to me creating the momentum system, which now determines who goes first in a toe-to-toe exchange and who can potentially resolve a spectacular event in that action, meaning knockdown, foul cut, etc. So that feedback, it really made me think that sometimes a lesser rated fighter definitely would have momentum going into a segment of the round. So was able to give that some thought based on his feedback and questions, and that's how the momentum system came about. And finally, Jeff Ray, who is a poster on the Sideline Strategy Sports Delphi forum, he had a question about clinches and didn't feel that in a clinch it was necessarily good that the fighter, if a fighter had momentum and went first and landed punches, that the second fighter should negate all those. And gave that some thought as well, and actually made a good point. So I kind of looked at how I could better affect that, or take that into account to at least give a partial reward to the fighter with momentum. So in the first 20 copies of the game, the rule book was already printed out for those. You'll get an addendum about an optional clinch rule, and it will look like this. And again, this is in the first 20 copies if you happen to get one of those first 20 that was packaged. But the optional rule is on a toe-to-toe exchange, if a clinch occurs by the fighter with momentum, it would resolve as it does now. Neither fighter would score any punches. Segment would be over. However, if the fighter who goes second in the toe-to-toe exchange rolls a clinch, the fighter that had momentum, if he landed, would still get credit for a single punch. And reasoning there, as I thought about it, would be toe-to-toe, they both step in the pocket, the fighter with momentum initiates a toe-to-toe exchange, he gets one blow in, maybe it jolts the opponent, or whatever the case may be, and at that point he grabs. And I think that's a good, actually a very good way to handle that. So that is in as an optional rule. You can go either way. Now the clinch still would negate any cuts, knockdowns, anything of that nature, any fouls even. So it's only it only applies the optional rule in rewarding the momentum fighter with a single punch landed. If he did score a potential knockdown, that would still be negated. And reason being there is I also have to factor in how I calculated power ratings, knockdown, chin ratings, knockout, chin ratings, etc. And allowing a single punch in that scenario to still possibly produce a knockdown would throw off that particular balance based on the way I incorporated clinches into the game. So that is the other thing. To both gentlemen, again, Jeff Ray and ID Jester, thank you very much for your feedback, and it has contributed directly to the evolution of the game as we get ready to release this tomorrow. And finally, Ron Juckett, Retro Sports Network, also a great YouTuber and friend of the community, does almost daily lunchtime baseball broadcast, has some chats as well, great channel, so check that out, Retro Sports Network. And Ron, not so much, I guess, is vested as a boxing fan as some of us are, so he wanted a little bit of a help to determine which fighters were good versus, average and mediocre, etc. So based on his feedback, I incorporated, and it won't be included with the game, but you can get the fighters list off the Sideline Strategy Sports website. It gives them basically one single word rating, such as great, elite, mediocre, bum, journeyman, etc., etc. 12 different categories that kind of give you an idea of a fighter's skill level. And the other way to determine that is also to count the total number of ring general stars in their ring general rating here. And again, using Arguello and Camacho as an example of that, they both have 9 ring general stars total, so they are evenly matched. And last and definitely not least, a couple of developers in the community. First of all, Keith Avalone. I spoke to him very early in the process to get some feedback and kind of pick his brain on things he encountered, challenges he encountered towards building his company. And Play.com is an excellent community, has a lot of great games, and he's really turned that into a board gaming super force, if you will. And finally, last and definitely not least, a huge thank you and debt of gratitude to Joe Bryan, SidelineStrategy.com, the maker of that great baseball game, Payoff Pitch, which I've been playing for well over a year now. And Joe actually will be distributing the game through his site, and has been an invaluable resource. I've picked up a couple of vendors through communication with him that has led to decreasing the production cost of the game, and has just been amazing to work with. And again, I can't express how how indebted I am to him for bringing Glory Days Boxing into his family of games and offering to distribute that through his website, again, sidelinestrategy.com, and the link, of course, will be in the video description. So those out of the way, and again, an additional thanks to everybody who has followed the development and offered comments and feedback along the way. Definitely appreciate the interest and support. So with that, let's get ready for a 10-round battle between Camacho and Arguello. Both fighters, 70 stamina and traits. This will be interesting. This is the first time this particular trait matchup has come into play on an on-field fight, or on-camera fight, I should say. Camacho has a reluctant trait, which is to reduce both fighters' punches landed by one on a toe-to-toe exchange. And Arguello has the old master trait, which is -1 from opponent's punches landed on all toe-to-toe exchanges. So every time these guys go toe-to-toe, and as evenly matched as they are, that should be frequently in this 10-round battle, Camacho will have 2 punches deducted and Arguello 1 from the total they land. So that is definitely something that will probably have a very significant impact on the fight as we go along. With that, let's get ready to rumble. Opening bell rings, and here we go. Camacho in the red corner, Arguello in the blue. And this is going to be from the outside, 2 stars. Camacho assumes control for the first segment. Arguello again will be on the defense. And it's going to be a 69 from the outside. That will be a miss. And looking to counter is Arguello, who counters on a roll of 1 to 6. He misses. So on to segment 2. Camacho coming out fast and looking for that big shot early. Doesn't happen. Camacho on the inside, Arguello on the outside. Arguello takes control, 2 stars to 0. And 26. And Arguello combo lands behind a jab. 3 punches landed. Camacho's defensive roll and a 9. They're going to all get through. So Arguello lands the first blows of this very early sneak peek of the fall release Glory Days Boxing lightweight set. And Camacho from the outside, 1 star, inside no stars for Arguello. Camacho on the offense, and 36 from the outside, and a sharp 3-punch combo gets through. 3 punches landed and a possible cut. So Arguello, he cuts on an 8 or less, and that's a 9. Just avoided the cut there. On to segment 4. A 4 and a 3, and it's going to be outside for both fighters. Camacho, 2 stars to 1, retains control here. 26 from the outside, another sharp 3-punch combo gets through. Arguello on the defense, and 7. All punches get through. On to segment number 5 of this first round. 3s for both, and Arguello takes back control from the outside. Both fighters staying at distance early in this one. 22, and there's a combo again behind a jab by Arguello. 6 punches landed, and the Macho Man's defensive roll does not block any of those. On to segment 6, and this is going to be 2 stars to 1 from the inside. Camacho with control. So we hyped up that toe-to-toe exchange early on, have yet to have one. That's going to be a miss by Camacho. Arguello looking to counter. 4, and Arguello across. 2 punches get through. So he takes the lead as we head into the final minute of the first round, and these guys are going at it. Lightweight's a little bit faster than the heavies. Very exciting bout. Inside or outside, 2 stars for Camacho and 2 stars for Arguello. Now we go toe-to-toe. So Arguello with momentum since he landed last in that segment. And 84 would have been a potential knockdown from the outside. Instead, it is a miss. And Camacho looking to fire back, and he snaps back the head with a brisk jab. 2 punches land. 40 seconds left in the first round. These guys are dead even. A very evenly matched fight so far. And inside, 2 stars for both. Toe-to-toe they go again. This time the Macho Man goes first. And 39 from the inside, Camacho working that jab again. A couple more punches get through. Arguello stays in the pocket, looks to get off his shots, and 14. And that is going to be a hard cross capping the sequence. And that is going to be another potential knockdown as 4 punches get through for the explosive Thin Man, and a chin check for Camacho. 2 or less, he's down. He shakes that off, no effect whatsoever. Both fighters pretty decent chins, so not expecting a knockdown. Or if a knockout does occur, it definitely will come from Arguello. And there's going to be another exchange, this time from the inside, and Arguello goes first as he has momentum still. And another possible knockdown, but that's going to be a miss. Camacho looking to fire back, and 95, that's going to be a foul, possible foul. 5, and that is just outside of Camacho's foul rating, so one punch gets through, and that is the end of the round. 12-11 is the final punch tally for this, and pretty much as close as you can get without being even. So stamina-wise, Arguello going into round 2 goes down to 59, Camacho 58. Let's do the scoring, 1 point differential. So 1-11 high, 12-17 low. Arguello, Camacho, and Arguello. So, and really can't argue with any of the scoring in that round. It was very close as expected. And here we go on to round number 2. And Arguello, or Camacho actually comes into the segment with momentum. And double threes, it's going to be outside. 1 star, Arguello on the offense. And possible cut, 15 from the outside. Hard cross caps a 4-punch sequence. And the Macho Man, cut check, and he is okay. On to segment 2. 4s for both fighters, and going to be outside. Camacho now in control. Arguello on the defense, and Camacho just missed a possible knockdown there. And 19, combinations from all angles. 4 punches get through. Arguello's defensive roll, and all 4 will land. So coming up on the conclusion of the first minute, round number 2 here. 4s again, and again Camacho from the outside. And the Macho Man, 12. Again, another 4-punch salvo coming from all angles again. Arguello's defensive roll, and 3. And Arguello is going to add a shot to that. So 9 punches landed to 4 thus far for Camacho in the second round. And it's going to be an inside even exchange. Nobody has any stars there. So Macho Man will go first from the inside, 58. And that's going to be a miss. Arguello steps into the pocket and a 6. Another possible knockdown, 49, and a punishing cross follows a jab. 2 punches landed. Chin check for the Macho Man, and he shakes it off again. So Camacho has absorbed a couple of very stiff shots from Arguello thus far. Inside 2 stars to outside 2 stars. They are going to exchange from the inside again. I'm so sorry, from the outside. Arguello snatched momentum, and he goes first. 36 from the outside is going to be a combo behind a jab. And I just realized I haven't been doing my deduction on the toe-to-toe exchanges after I made such a big deal of it. So no worries. Brisk jab, snaps back the head, 2 punches landed. So we're going to start now. Arguello goes to 8 with his 1-punch deduction. And because Camacho has a 2-punch deduction, possible knockdown not going to occur. He doesn't land anything there. So I missed a whole round of that trait being applied. Sorry about that. There's only 3 segments, I believe, at the end of the first. Another toe-to-toe exchange from the outside, but I'm dialed in on that now. Arguello again goes first. And 10, it's going to be a hard cross, capping a 4-punch sequence, and 4 punches reduced to 3. Do again to the traits, and Camacho, if he lands, will have his reduced to by 2, and Camacho is going to miss. So into the final minute of the round, and that trait now starting to make that impact we talked about. Outside 2 stars each fighter. Again, toe-to-toe they go. Arguello first. Possible cut, 25 by Arguello. 3 punches reduced to 2. Macho Man, he liked a low number here, 28. And 28 from the outside, that's going to be a sharp 3-punch combo, and that's going to be reduced to a single punch. And cut check for Camacho. Neither fighter cuts very easily. They're both going to be okay, or Camacho's going to be okay there. 40 seconds left in the first round. And outside 2 stars, both men again. Arguello first again with momentum. 55 from the outside, that is going to be a miss. So Camacho, he's going to miss as well. And on to the final segment of the first round. 20 seconds to go in the stanza. And going to be inside, no stars for either fighter. Again, they go toe-to-toe. And again, Arguello first, 82. And he's going to miss. So Macho Man from the inside, and 44, that could be a potential knockdown, but that's going to be a miss as well, and second round is in the books. So that one, 13 punches landed for Arguello, 10 for Camacho. Puts Arguello's stamina at 49, and the Macho Man goes down to 45 heading into the third stanza. Let's do our scoring. 3-point punch differential. So this is going to go to Arguello, and Arguello. So Alexis takes all 3 judges on that. And let's reset, get ready for round 3. This is shaping up to be a close one, which I kind of expected coming in. So here we go. Arguello still with momentum. And 1 outside 2 stars to outside 2 stars. They're going to exchange. And again, Arguello going first. 0-7 possible knockdown. And that's going to be 3 punches landed with the reduction. Come back for the knockdown. Macho Man and Camacho. He's going to miss. So chin check. And again, Macho's chin is 4 and just missed it. But a 3 is within the 3 to 5 range. So he's going to be stunned for segment 2. So Arguello, an uncontested offensive action here, which will take place from the inside, and 55, Arguello is going to miss. So on to segment 3, and Arguello, an opportunity there to attack Camacho while he was stunned. But not a thing comes out of that. And outside 2 stars to 1, this time Arguello is in control. Back to normal, no reductions here, 25, and combo behind the jab. 3 punches get through. Camacho's defensive roll, all 3 of them land. So Arguello asserting himself early here in the third round. And it's going to be another exchange, this time from the inside. Arguello will go first. 64 from the inside, that's going to be a miss, would have been another potential knockdown. He's getting in some heavy shots. The Macho Man, combination small angles, 4 punches landed, reduced to 2 due to the reductions for toe-to-toe. So Macho Man on the board here in the third round, 1s for both fighters. And Macho Man has momentum. It'll be an exchange from the outside. Camacho goes first, 40. Sharp 3-punch combo. Only 1 of them will land, however, due to the 2-punch reduction. And Arguello's turn. Arguello, 52. And punching cross follows jab. His will also be reduced to 1. On we go to segment 6. And Camacho in control from the outside. And 2 stars to 1. Camacho has the offensive action. 54 from the outside, brisk jab, snap back the head, and just missed a potential knockdown there. That will be 2 punches landed. Arguello's defensive check, a 5, and he's going to make it 3, adding 1 to the punch total, and we are into the final minute of round number 3, and again, fairly even round here. 1 punch separates them. Outside exchange, Macho Man first. 71, Camacho misses Arguello. 27, Arguello is going to connect, and that's going to be a combo behind a jab. 3 punches land, reduced to 2. 40 seconds to go in the third round. 1 and a 6. Both fighters again are going to exchange. This time Arguello goes first, 95, and 95 is going to be a potential foul. That punch reduction does come into play, so no punch will land. 18 is above Arguello's foul rating. And into the final 20 seconds of the round. 3 and a 4 inside for both fighters. Neither fighter has stars there, so again Arguello goes first. 49 from the inside. Punching cross behind a jab, that will be reduced to a single punch. Camacho fires back and misses, and that is the round. So 10-6 in this round in terms of punches landed. First round in which both fighters have not landed double digits. Arguello with a 4-punch differential. His stamina is 43 heading into round number 4, and Macho Man's is 35 heading into the 4th stanza. So again, 4-punch differential will be 1-11 high. It's going to go to Camacho, Arguello, and 8, Arguello. So Arguello continues to build on a very close early lead here as we head into round number 4. 6 and a 5, inside 2 stars to outside 2 stars. And they are going to exchange from the outside. Arguello first. And 60 from the outside, that's a miss. Camacho, 78, that's a miss. On to segment 2. Arguello still with momentum. 1s for both, outside, inside, and exchanging from the inside. Arguello leads it off. 23, and that is going to be a potential knockdown. 2 punches land with the adjustment. We'll come back to the chin check. Camacho in the pocket looks to get his blows off, and 18. 18 is going to be a sharp 3-punch combo reduced to 1. Chin check for Camacho now on the knockdown, and he shakes that off, no problem. So Camacho hurt in the second and third round briefly, but neither fighter in danger of going down yet, and it's going to be an outside-inside check, both with 2 stars. Exchanging from the inside, Arguello first. Arguello misses. And Camacho misses as well. On to segment number 4. So action slowing down, both fighters cautious here, and it's going to be Arguello from the outside with offensive control, Camacho on defense. 23 from the outside, 3 punches land, combo behind a jab, and a 6, and just missed blocking those. So on to segment number 5, and Arguello appearing ever so slightly, subtly to take control of this fight. This is going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Arguello goes first, 32. And 32 and a 6, it's going to be a potential knockdown as well. 2 punches get through. Camacho's turn from the inside, toe-to-toe. And our outside Macho Man just misses, and chin check for the knockdown, and 18. He is okay again. So Camacho dealing with Arguello's power nicely, just been able to slip out on the end of those shots. And this is going to be outside Camacho with offensive control, Arguello on defense. And 30 from the outside, sharp 3-punch combo. Alexis does not block any of those. So Camacho, 4 punches landed in the round now as we head into the final minute of the stanza. 2 and a 3, outside, 1 star for both fighters. They're going to exchange. Camacho goes first this time. Camacho possible knockdown, but a miss. And 83, Arguello misses as well. 40 seconds to go in the 4th round. Inside exchange, Camacho first with momentum. And going to be his first chance at a knockdown, 27. And it's going to be reduced to a single punch, but that's still enough to roll for that knockdown check. Arguello's turn. 65, that's going to be a miss, so chin check for Arguello, who's also a 2 against knockdowns. He shakes that off and laughs at Camacho. Tells him he can't break an egg with his punches. Outside 2 stars to outside 1. Camacho is going to stay in control for the final segment of the round. 62, that is going to be a miss. Arguello looking to counter, misses as well, and round is over. 4 rounds in the books now. Another close one, 7 to 5 in terms of punches landed there, as both fighters slowing down and getting cautious. 28 stamina for Camacho left heading into the 5th. And Arguello, he's actually still in very good shape. He's at 38. So we'll roll, and again, it's a 4-punch or length difference. So 1 to 11, Arguello. 16, that's Camacho. Arguello and Arguello. So we're shaping up at this point for a very close, probably split decision if scoring continues as it is. 5th round underway. And Camacho's got a star, and Arguello has 2 from the outside. He will be on offense, Camacho on defense, and 89 from the outside. That's going to be a miss. Camacho looking to counter, 12 does not. On to segment 2. 4 and a 1, outside 2 stars to inside 2. They're going to exchange from the inside. Arguello goes first. 42 from the inside is going to be a punishing cross followed by a jab, reduced to a single punch due to trades. And 96. 96 is going to be a potential foul, and 5 just misspin a foul. That punch that would have landed is reduced by the trades. So on to segment 3. Inside, no stars for Camacho. Arguello has 2 on the outside, and he'll have control again. Camacho will be on the defense. 94, and that is going to be a clinch and ends a segment. And I'm going to be using that optional clinch rule that I spoke about at the beginning of the video in this fight, by the way. So it's going to be an exchange from the outside. Arguello first, 86. And 86, that's going to be a miss. So Camacho, 0-7 from the outside, and 4 punches. Combinations from all angles reduced to 2. And on we go to segment number 5 here in the 5th round. 4 and a 2, and going to be another exchange from the outside, toe-to-toe. Camacho first, possible cut, 32, and sharp 3-punch combo reduced to 1 to do a cut check on Arguello. And Arguello does occasionally get pieced up a little bit. Arguello misses, so cut check, 8 or less, and there's going to be a facial injury. Shakes it off onto segment 6. Macho Man in control, and outside 2 stars to 2 inside. Another outside exchange, toe-to-toe they go. Camacho first, 25. 3-punch combo reduced to 1 due to traits. Arguello, whatever he lands will be reduced by 1. 44 from the outside, punishing cross follows a jab and a potential knockdown. So 1 shot, that's all he needs. Another chin check for Camacho, 12. Shakes that off again. Final minute of round 5. Neither fighter has really been close to going down. And again, Camacho stunned in the 3rd round briefly. Camacho in control now on the offense, 51. From the outside, a brisk jab snaps back the head. Arguello's defensive roll takes both of them. 40 seconds left in the round. This is Camacho's boring round, but Camacho's best round of the fight in terms of a punch differential. They're going to go toe-to-toe from the outside. Camacho first, 42. Would have been a potential cut, and sharp 3-punch combo. Only one of those punches is going to land. We'll come back on the cut check for Arguello. Arguello takes his turn. He misses, and cut check now for Alexis. And 9 just misses the facial injury there. Final 20 seconds of the round. Camacho hoping to hang on, and they're going to go toe-to-toe from the inside. Once again, Macho Man goes first. 47 from the inside. That's going to be a miss, however, and Arguello tees up. 44 from the inside, punishing jab or cross following a jab, and only one of those punches will get through due to traits, and that is the round. So things slowing down significantly. 2nd round in a row in which single-digit punches landed by each fighter. 7-3 there. So Camacho, he still has 25 stamina heading into the 6th. 31 for Arguello, and again, another 4 or less differential in punches landed in a round. Every round is close. So 1-11 Camacho, and 12-17 Arguello, and all 3 judges go the Macho Man on this round. So that definitely tightens things up, makes it interesting as we get ready to head into round 6. Camacho talking to the crowd, has that smile on his face. Here we go. Round 6 underway. Macho Man comes out, and going to be outside 2 stars to 1 star, or 2 stars inside. They're going to exchange. Macho Man first. 2 punches landed, however, they're going to be both negated. 22, and Arguello gets 2 punches through after adjustments and a possible cut to Camacho. 14, no cut, on to segment 2. Arguello with momentum. And Arguello from the inside, going to be on the offense. Camacho on the defense, and 97. And that could have been a potential knockdown. Instead is going to be a foul. And will be a foul, even though Arguello is low. So foul on that, 8, going to the fighter's foul chart, and he is going to get warned for a headbutt. So possible frustration in Camacho's tactics, showboating, we don't know, but Arguello nods to the referee, extends his glove, Camacho laughs at him, fight resumes. And going to be 2 stars each, they're going to exchange from the inside. Arguello goes first. And 0-6 from the inside, a hard cross caps the sequence, and 6 will be a potential knockdown, so 3 punches get through there. Come back for the chin check. Macho Man, 27 and a potential cut. 1 punch is going to get through, so first we will do the chin check for Camacho. 2 or less, he's down. He's good. And now the cut check for Arguello, 8 or less. And Arguello, he's got a facial injury, and there's going to be swelling around the left eye. So left eye swelling, and we go on to segment 4. And going to be a 2-star exchange for both fighters, toe-to-toe from the inside. Macho Man goes first, and 40. Both of those punches are going to be negated. And 11, Arguello, he gets 3 punches through after the adjustment, and again a potential knockdown. So chin check for Camacho, and the Macho Man almost goes down, but he's staggered again. So on to segment 5, and it's going to be an unopposed offensive roll for Arguello. And it's going to take place 6 from the outside, 55, and Arguello misses. So golden opportunity there. But Camacho has regained his senses. Got to think this round will go to Arguello handily. Inside, and Camacho is going to take back momentum and be on the offense here. 32 from the inside, and sharp 3-punch combo gets through Arguello's defensive roll. 18, and takes them all. 1 minute left in the 6th round. 6 and a 2, and inside for both fighters, going to be another toe-to-toe exchange. And once again, the Macho Man goes first. Possible knockdown, 15, and combinations from all angles. 4 punches, going to be 2 after reductions. Come back for the chin check on Arguello as Camacho uncorks a heavy right. And 51, that's going to be a potential cut for Camacho. 1 punch gets through after reduction, so chin check for Arguello. He's good, and injury check for Camacho. He's good. 40 seconds left in the round. Macho Man still with momentum. And again, they're going to go toe-to-toe. From the outside, and 60, going to be a miss by Camacho. Arguello, 56, he's going to miss as well. 20 seconds left in the 6th round. 3 and a 4, both fighters, no stars inside. Again, they exchange. Camacho first, 47 from the inside, miss. Arguello looking to finish the round strong. He misses as well, and the round is in the books. And go figure, another close one. 9 punches landed to 6. So both guys slowing down significantly. Arguello heading into round 7 will be at 25 stamina. And a 9, 16 for Camacho. And once again, 4 punches or less separate them. So 1 to 11 Arguello, 12 to 17 Camacho, and so 2 judges go Camacho, 1 goes even. So that's interesting. I can tell you now that judge number 3 has not given Arguello the full 10 points in only 1 round thus far. So definitely getting to be some discrepancies in the scoring, which will add, of course, to the intrigue as we go. Round 7 underway. And going to be inside both guys, 2 stars each. It's going to be an exchange. And the Macho Man goes first, 29 from the inside, and sharp 3-punch combo reduced to 1. Arguello, possible cut there from the inside, and a blistering 2-handed assault for 5 punches landed, reduced to 4. And cut swelling check for Camacho. He is okay. He just does not get pieced up that easily. Good defensive fighter. Inside, Arguello has control. Camacho on defense now. 21 from the inside, combo lands behind a jab, 3 punches landed. The defensive check for Camacho, 5, and he reduces that to 1, blocking 2 of those punches. 2 and a 3, and outside, 1 star for each fighter. So Arguello leads the exchange, 64 from the outside. He's going to miss. Macho Man, 0-4, combinations from all angles, 4 punches landed, reduced to 2. As we head on to segment number 4. Macho Man with momentum, 5s for each fighter. Going to be an outside exchange. Camacho goes first, toe-to-toe. Here we go. 98, that is going to be a foul. No punches land, and 18 is above the foul rating. So not for Camacho, and 80 for Arguello. He's going to miss. So on to segment 5. And things, again, definitely slowing down in this one. Another toe-to-toe exchange from the outside. Macho Man goes first, 49. And 49 is going to be 2 punches land, but Arguello's trait will negate both of them. And 64 for Arguello. He's going to miss as well. So on to segment 6, and 2 stars outside for Camacho, 2 outside for Arguello. Another toe-to-toe exchange. Camacho at 10, and combinations from all angles. So 2 of those 4 punches will get through after reduction. And 94, that's going to be a clinch, and so that will reduce that to 1, again using the optional clinch rule, where a fighter with momentum at least gets to score a single punch. Minute left in the round, and outside 2 stars to inside no stars. Camacho in control here, and 96. 96 is going to be a foul, potentially, and not. 1 punch lands for Camacho. 40 seconds left in the round, 4. And it's going to be outside 2 stars for Camacho, inside 2 stars for Arguello. They're going to exchange blows again, 32. And exchange comes from the outside, and a 3-punch salvo reduced to 1 for Camacho. Arguello fires back and misses. 20 seconds left in the round, so Camacho has forged ahead ever so slightly here in this round. 5-3, and Camacho is going to end the round with offensive control. 54 from the outside, brisk jab, snaps back the head, 2 punches land. Arguello's defensive roll is a 6, and he's going to take them both, and round over. So 8 punches to 5 in that round, and once again, every single round there has been a punch differential of 4 punches or less. And as you would expect, both fighters with a total of 9 ring general stars, so evenly matched on paper, evenly matched in the ring at this point. So in terms of stamina, 17 going into the 8th round for Arguello, Camacho at 11. And on the scoring, once again, 1-11 Camacho, 12-17 Arguello. So Arguello, and Camacho. So definitely, with close rounds like this is the kind of scoring you would expect in a fight, and we are seeing that here on paper in our replay. So heading into the 8th round, 3 rounds left in this fight. Has been a close one, heading for a good finish. Arguello starts on the inside with offensive control, and 65 from the inside going to be a miss. Camacho looking to counter. He misses as well. On to segment 2. 2-6, and it's going to be outside 2 stars, so Arguello 2-1 has control. 0-7 from the outside, a hard cross caps a 4-punch sequence. Camacho's defensive check, 10, takes them all. So Arguello looking to come back and wear Camacho down for the last couple of rounds. Going to be an outside exchange, toe-to-toe, Arguello first. 94 from the outside, and 94 is going to be a clinch, and that's going to end it. 4-2, outside 2 stars to inside 2, so exchange on the inside. Arguello leads. And 30, most of this fight has been fought from the outside. 3 punches land, reduced to 2, Camacho's turn. 21, and 3 punches reduced to 1. So on to segment 5 here in the 8th round. Both fighters fighting very cautiously. Mostly Camacho. Outside 2 stars for the Macho Man. 2 stars for Arguello. So outside exchange, toe-to-toe. 89, Arguello goes first. He misses. Camacho misses as well. On to segment 6. And outside 2 stars for Camacho. Inside 2 for the explosive Thin Man. Another toe-to-toe. Arguello first. 49 from the inside. Punishing cross follows a jab. Only one of those is going to get through, however. Camacho's turn, and 0-6. Combination from all angles. He's going to get a couple of those through after adjustments. 1 minute left in round number 8 of this contest. Definitely looks like we are heading for a decision. Camacho on the inside has offensive control. Arguello on defense. And a series of jabs and crosses score. 5 punches get through. A big flurry for Camacho. Arguello's defensive check, he takes all of them. So that is Camacho's best sequence of the fight as we head into the final 40 seconds of round number 8. And 2 stars to 0 on the inside. Camacho again. So Camacho pressing the action from the inside. He's going to miss this time, however. And Arguello with an 8. He misses as well. 20 seconds left in the stanza. And going to be another exchange, this time from the inside, and Camacho leading. 57, and that's going to be a miss. Arguello looking to cap the round here, and 79, he's going to miss as well. So 8-7 in terms of punches landed to Camacho in that round. So Arguello heading into round number 9 has 9 stamina left, and the Macho Man 4. So it looks like potentially both of these guys are going to be fatigued heading into the final round. And 12, and it's going to go to Arguello, Camacho, and Camacho. This fighting, or the scoring at this point, is razor thin here, so we are heading for a fight is in the balance in these last 2 rounds, actually. And outside 2 stars to 1 to start the 9th, Camacho has offensive control, and 40 is going to get a sharp 3-punch combo in and a potential cut. And again, first thing we check for is to see if that swelling got worse. 14 did not. Or actually, sorry, we have to make the roll for the cut check, and never mind. That was above Alexis's 8, so discard that. And on to the next segment, a 2 and a 4, outside 1 star to inside no stars, Camacho. In control from the outside, 88 is going to miss. Arguello looking to counter. He does not. On to segment 4 of the 9th round. 1 and 4, outside 2 stars to no stars for Arguello on the inside. Camacho once again has control from the outside, and he misses. Arguello looking to counter, can't do it. On to segment 5, things have slowed down drastically. Outside to inside 2 stars, Camacho leads on the toe-to-toe. 83 from the outside is going to be a miss. Arguello 90 from the outside, and that's going to be a miss as well. So both fighters suffering in terms of accuracy at this point. And 1 star to no stars, Camacho takes control from the outside. Arguello is going to be on defense, 93. That's going to be a clinch and ends the segment. Audience starting to get a little bit restless. There's some boos out there. Only 3 punches have landed in this round total. Going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from the outside. Macho Man goes first, and he misses. Arguello misses as well. 40 seconds left in the round. This has been a sloppy round, 4 each. And Camacho has offensive control from the outside. 64 from the outside. He is going to miss. Arguello looking to counter. 15, can't do it. 20 seconds left in the round. And another toe-to-toe exchange from the outside. Camacho will again lead. 52 from the outside, and that would have been 2 punches landed. However, both of those will be negated due to the traits in effect. And 51 from the outside, Arguello gets through a single punch as the bell rings. Again, 2 punches reduced to 1. So I lied. Both fighters are going to finish this fight with full stamina. 3 punches to 1 in that round. And the round fight started really promising. Both fighters throwing a lot of blows the first 3 rounds. It has tapered off significantly since then. And Camacho is going to head into the final round still with 3 stamina, and Arguello is going to head into the final round still with 5. And once again, 4 punches or less. Every single round has been a 4-punch or less differential. Scoring goes Camacho, Camacho, and Camacho. So at this point, I'm calling Arguello needs to do something big here on the 10th. And again, don't know exactly looking at the cards. I know it's close, and I know he is losing. So 5s in the 10th and final round. Here we go. Outside 2 stars each. Camacho leads the exchange. And 43 from the outside. 1 punch is going to get through Arguello. 40 from the outside, and 2 punches are going to get through for Alexis. He snatches momentum finally, and 2 stars on the inside. Arguello in control now. 85 from the inside, and that is going to be a miss. Or 85 will be a clinch, sorry. On to segment 3 of the final round. And outside 2 stars, Arguello in control. 36 and a 9. 3 punches are going to land for Arguello. Here's Camacho's defensive roll, and a 5. He's going to take away 2 of those. So defense, and Camacho's defense has been on point at times throughout this fight. They're going to exchange from the inside. Arguello goes first, 45. 45 from the inside, and that is going to be a punishing cross, follows a jab, reduced to a single punch, but we're going to have a potential knockdown here, which Arguello might need in order to win this fight. 55, Camacho misses, chin check 2 or less, and Camacho shakes it off. He's been staggered a couple of times, but never in danger of going down. Going to be an exchange from the inside, Arguello going first. 52 from the inside, Arguello is going to miss. Macho Man needs 43 or less from the inside. He just misses. On to segment 6 of the final round. Arguello needs to really step it up. 4s. And it's going to be Camacho taking control from the outside. 53. And there goes the jab. Snaps back Arguello's head. 2 of them get through. Arguello's defensive roll. 14 takes them both. 1 minute left in the fight. Crowd spurring Arguello on, and it's going to be inside 2 stars to 0. Arguello on the offense, Camacho on defense. 55, he misses. Camacho looking to counter, and 8 just misses the counter shot. 40 seconds to go in the fight. Crowd on his feet, 6 to 3, and going to be outside. Arguello pressing the action. He's in control here. 46 from the outside. And it's going to be a punishing cross behind the jab. Camacho's defensive roll takes them both. 20 seconds left in the fight. This is Arguello's round. Again, another close one, though. Outside 2 stars to inside 2 stars. They will finish the fight. Exchanging from the inside. Arguello first, 89. And going to clinch, and that's how the fight is going to end. Could have been a potential knockdown. So 10 rounds in the books. And once again, 6 punches to 3. The round is decided by less than 4 punches. Every single round of this fight, the punch differential has been 4 or less. Wow. Pretty much as close as it gets, and this is actually the first fight I can ever recall being that close in terms of punch volume. So Arguello, the highest scorer. Let's do the scoring. Judge 1 goes to Camacho. That could be big. Arguello and Camacho. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 10, 9, 10, and I think that's going to give Camacho the win. Let's add up the scoring here. Definitely an interesting fight, and I think kind of pretty much what you would see in real life, a chess match between these two. Things definitely got cautious as the bout went on. Wow. Close indeed. All right, after 10 rounds of fighting in the books between Hector Macho Camacho and Alexis El Flaco Explosivo, the explosive thin man Arguello, here is your judges' scoring. Judge 1 scores it 96 to 94 for Hector Camacho. Judge 2 scores it 95-95, a draw. And Judge 3 scores it 96 to 95 for your winner by majority decision, Hector Macho Camacho. So there you have it, a close 10-round battle, and the real difference, it was real interesting how the two traits interacted in this one. Again, Camacho reluctant, he doesn't like to mix it up in toe-to-toe, so a -1 to both fighters on toe-to-toe exchanges. In Arguello with that old master, meaning he finds a way to get in the last punch on a toe-to-toe, so a -1 from opponents. So throughout the fight, every time that they went toe-to-toe, except the first round because I wasn't paying attention, Camacho had his punches landed reduced by 2 in all toe-to-toe exchanges, and Arguello by 1. Didn't make a difference in terms of costing Camacho the fight. It definitely could have made a difference. Could have been a potentially unanimous decision if he had had not had those reductions. But the other big news is Arguello took several hard shots from, or Camacho took Several hard shots from Arguello. Was stunned a couple of times, but was able to weather the storm and did not go down. So he took the best Arguello had to offer and stood up. Both fighters finished the fight fairly fresh. So excellent battle, and this definitely probably calls for a rematch sometime down the road. And again, a very early sneak peek of the next fighter release for Glory Days, the lightweights, which will be again at the end of summer, sometime early fall this year. And I've just started rating them. I've got about a dozen or so of the 100 rated at this point. So still a little ways to go, but these were amongst the first fighters I rated, so kind of wanted to get them out and showcase and give the channel something different than the heavyweights we've been doing throughout the build up to release and during testing. So there you have it. Once again, a reminder, Glory Days Boxing officially releases tomorrow, distributed by SidelineStrategy.com. Joe Bryan, the maker of Payoff Pitch Baseball, has offered a partnership with us, and very excited to be working with him, as his site will carry the game materials and also where you'll do the ordering. Again, that's SidelineStrategy.com. And we will be back tomorrow on release day with a rematch of the ear fight, the ear incident. Tyson and Holyfield are going to go 10 rounds to see if Tyson in his prime, when he was not kind of worn down and I guess used up, could come back and give Holyfield a better fight or even defeat them. So that'll be a very intriguing fight as well. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who's expressed interest in the game. Really excited to get this out the door. We are set. I've got all my fighter cards divvied up and in piles. 60 initial units are ready for the first week, and of course, actually I have components, dice and whatnot, for 100 units of the game, but only 60 cards printed. And we'll the printer I'm using has a real quick turnaround, usually about 2 to 3 days. So, depending on how ordering goes, I don't see any delay if we surpass that 60. Well, at any point, not expecting it to happen the first week, but hopefully we'll sell 60 out at some point down the road. But again, just excited to get this out the door. So thank you everyone for watching this fight, and we will be back tomorrow. And if you're watching this video, obviously I'm going to premiere this so we can have some live interaction later today, if people are available. I know it's Mother's Day, and that's why I'm recording this early in the day, to attend to the matters of recognizing my amazing wife, who has been a remarkable mother to our 5 kids. So hope everyone is having a great Sunday, and to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. And until next time, keep rolling for the knockout. We'll see y'all. Take care.